What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and as you guys know, we had maintenance last night in Dokkan, and actually had a video I wanted to film last night, but we had a massive data download, which is funny because the only thing that really came down with this update was some iOS changes. Literally, that's all that's there. Like, they just literally changed what iOS versions are now supported. But we got a data download that was almost a gig. It was huge for this game. And there's so much to behold here. Now, in fairness, a lot of the stuff is preparation for the 8th anniversary. Now, doesn't mean 8th anniversary is coming early or anything like that. I don't foresee that happening. But what that does mean is that they are getting ready to start hyping 8th anniversary. Now, as you guys know, we are less than a month away from Goku Day. And there's a lot of talk that Goku Day might even be Piccolo Day. For those of you guys that know, we'll talk a little bit more about it. But for those of you guys that watched the OG, the original Dragon Ball, Piccolo even makes reference that May 9th will henceforth be known as Piccolo Day. Big joke to, the franchise. Obviously, Dragon Ball was extremely popular even when it was first out in Japan eons ago. And it wasn't even Toriyama's first anime. I think Dr. Slump was his first, but I could be wrong on that. But nevertheless, it was not Toriyama's first go at anime, and so obviously it was well respected, well received, and as such, obviously, Toriyama being who he is going to just rip on that. So there is a lot of talk out there that maybe what's coming is a Piccolo Day celebration, which would be fun. But nevertheless, the Demon King Piccolo, of course. But nevertheless, let's check out what Dokkan Assets is added here. Because I was going through this earlier, and it is a ton of stuff, but a lot of anniversary stuff. So we've got some just sound effects there. We have Easy A's for some Super Strike units. We got Tien and the two Gotenks units. Rando stuff here. Oh, this Goku gets an awakening. That's the Goku from the World Tournament coins. As you guys know, the World Tournament, or should know at least, the World Tournament is coming up this weekend. My recommendation is just go in for the Dragon Stones. Go in for the Dragon Stones, see if you can get the World Tournament card, and then back out. It's just, I just don't think it's worthwhile anymore for me personally. There was a day where I was excited about it. Those days are long behind me. So these, he's just saying that these quotes are added, but he hasn't translated them yet, but they've been added to our game. Obviously, if you're on the English version, you'll just get the English quotes from them. Here you go. Getting into some of this, and I believe these are part 3 units, if I'm not mistaken, for the anniversary. So these units won't even be dropping until August, but they're already here. These units are 4 months away, but they've already started adding them to the game, and that just tells you how much hype they're expecting around the anniversary. Now, we've had this discussion. I don't think I've had this discussion on the video, but in private, I've had discussions with people that are heavy JP players, and the reality is 8th anniversary pales in comparison to 7th and even 6th. So, as much hype as there is, do understand that there is a slightly lower expectation this year. But we also have the download celebration and all that. So while the units coming are awesome and, the events are really, really cool, it does seem like there's a general cooldown in comparison to the last 2 years. But then again, the last 2 years were nuts. So, I guess you can only sustain that for so long. So we have the Babidi that actually transforms into Majin Vegeta. And then we've got this Mr. Satan / Hercule unit. Getting a lot of these types of stuff here. We actually have down here the Smoke Shenron event. We've got some of the Shenrons here for the general units. Gotenks that punches a hole in the space-time continuum. That was a bonkers moment in the series. It's just, I think it's one of those moments that really just kind of personifies the level of insanity that we're at this stage of the franchise. Completely nuts to think about. We're going even further. Gotenks, who was, for all intents and purposes, untrained, just raw power, was able to punch a hole in the space-time continuum and escape the time chamber. Like, it's just nuts. Just completely bonkers. So here's some of the units. I believe these are the first banner units that we get for the Dual Dokkan Fest in part 1 of the anniversary. Here's the Smoke Shenrons. That's the actual memory that we're going to get for that event, that asset. Goku and Piccolo. That unit is now coming. These are all units that literally been on JP and are getting added to Global. See, that's the GT Goku. More of the Ice and Nova Shenrons. More of the random Babidi and Vegeta assets. Just a blue ton of assets. Here we got some stages. Stages being added. So a lot of these are going to correspond with events that we are going to be seeing here shortly. Little ad there. So there's just an amazing amount of stuff. Now we're going to get another Piton battle, Series 9 and 10, which is actually good for me because I didn't really do much of Series 9. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Here's all the tournament stuff. So not really going to cover that. You don't need to know too much about it. World Tournament kind of is just the World Tournament. It doesn't do much. It doesn't change much. It is, I mean, I don't want to say it's a waste of time because there are people that really look forward to this and really have heated head-to-head battles, but those days are way behind me, guys. I'm not going to be one of those people that just grinds the crap out of this. We'll probably do a stream or two over the weekend where I just, bash out some of the daily events and things like that, but, I'm long over trying to be top dog in this. It's just, I just don't have the time, frankly. I'm going to be honest. So more power to the people that do that. I'm just going in for the rewards, and I would recommend most people do that anyway. Okay. Got just some random assets up here. More of the Shenrons, and we actually have the Ultimate Dragon here, or the Black Star Dragon. I'm sorry. So that's very interesting. Lots and lots of things to come. And I mean lots of things to come. Look at these. And we're still in stuff that he just added, like an hour or two ago. So bonkers. Here we go. Here's the fun stuff. Easy A's coming. We're getting Easy A for the for the AGL Super Saiyan Goku from the movie. We're getting Easy A for this dude who frankly needs one desperately. We're getting a Strength Boo Easy A. We are getting Physical Vegito Easy A. Let's see what else is down here. Here's the Easy A banners that we're going to be getting. I'm not going to cover those because you can pretty much surmise what they are from up here. Here's more of that Babidi unit and the coins and stuff like that. Once again, we're kind of getting into redundant things, but very, very, very much the usual stuff. I think we're getting pretty close to the end here. Here's the fun one. The tickets and coins for the anniversary are already being added. That is how much hype they are projecting for this. Now, I don't think the countdown is going to start yet, but I would not be surprised if the countdown started sometime in June. I could be wrong. I think it was mid-January that the countdown actually began on JP. So don't be shocked if it's June and we start getting countdown stuff. Probably, honestly, I think last year they did 6 weeks of countdown or some crazy thing like that. So maybe as soon as Goku or even Piccolo Day, whatever it winds up being, maybe as soon as that ends, then they're going to pick up with the countdown stuff. That would be really nice. Start accruing some of these tickets. The 77 summons is back. Why it's not 88 this year, I have no idea, guys. But Dragon Ball 7, it makes sense. So just like I said, a ton of stuff. I think that's okay. Let's see. We got a little bit more here added to global. I can see a little bit below this. Here's the Vegeta unit. That's the Bobbity that transforms into Vegeta. It's a free-to-play card that we get. Once again, I think that's part 3. There's what the actual Bobbity card looks like. These are just all the animations. I'm not going to go through all the animations. Just, I said, shout out once again to Dokkan Assets for doing all this data mining, because holy crap, there is a ton here. I think this is actually, yeah, this right here is the first thing he added about 3 hours ago. So, Dokkan Assets, appreciate it, man. I've always bringing hype for the game. This has been, I guess, interesting, because I didn't think a lot. Like, when I saw the data download, I was like, that's a lot of stuff. And then I checked the news, and I'm like, it's an iOS update. But once again, it makes sense they start trickling stuff out, because there's so much that comes with the anniversaries, and we don't really have a huge amount. Like, I don't want to say the game's going to be dry for the next 6 weeks, but kind of expect like Goku Day and then a lull period. Now, I say that, but they do generally drop a really nice banner right after Goku Day to kind of like bleed you dry going into the anniversary. But we'll see how that plays out, because honestly, a lot of the units we've gotten lately are kind of lackluster, if I'm not lying. I still need to do my test of the in LR. I'm sorry, not LR, but the Int Goku and Vegeta unit. I keep meaning to do that. A lot of you guys told me I made a mistake on that, so we'll try to get that out here in the next couple of days. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the anniversary? I know it's still a ways away. It's like 3 months away still. But is the hype there already? Or have you guys kind of seen it on JP and been like, let's see what happens with the download celebration? I'm kind of halfway there. Like, I'm hyped for it, but definitely, like, after the whole JP stuff, I'm not as hyped as I was this time last year for Global. But I do think the download celebration is going to bring the fire. So we'll see, guys. Like, comment, share. I'll be back with more Dokkan Battle for you guys really soon.